what's up? This is Antoine calling in again. I was just coming in today, try to bring some attention to people who was asking me about, how medical care or mental health treatment is within the prison. So I want to kind of shed some light on that for anybody that may be curious about that. So thinking about my own experiences in here. 3 years ago, 2019, I found that I had a blood clot in my left leg. So, but prior to me finding this out, I had been having this extreme pain, swelling in my left leg. I didn't know what it was from, thinking maybe it's something to do with blood pressure or an injury or something I didn't know about. So I'm putting in sick calls. This is about August to September 2019. October, I ended up having to go to court. The whole time I was at this prison in SCI Green, my sick calls were going unanswered. I didn't get written. I was just being ignored completely. I verbalized it to the officers. They said they passed it along to the medical department, but I still...
This is a call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Green. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
So when I finally did get transported for court, it's obvious something is wrong with my leg. I said it's like 2 times the size of my right leg. Said the pain is bad, but during this whole process, I'm still exercising, I'm still working out. I ended up getting transported to SCI Green. When I get there, I put in a sick call because I'm still having this pain. They answered my sick call there, but they never pulled me out the cell. This dude came to my door, looked at my leg through the window, which I should point out had like a glass mesh over it, so it's not even like a clear view. He didn't do any physical examination. He looked at my leg, said it looked like nothing was wrong with it, and that he was going to give me an aspirin. So, again, I ended up getting transported from there to the county for my court hearing. As I'm down there, I put in a sick call. Now, the medical staff down there actually did the job. They seen I had swelling in my leg. There was edema on my leg. They ended up ordering an ultrasound for my left leg, trying to find out I had a floating clot. And it's actually moving up and down my arterial thing too. So they immediately transport me out to the outside hospital. When I get to the hospital, they reconfirmed I had a blood clot in my leg. Long story short, they ordered me blood thinner medications for a while and gave me a shot for a couple days that ultimately got rid of the clot. But I'm sharing that with y'all because that's just one example, and I got lucky because, like I said, I'm still working out during this time, and this moving clot could have shot to my heart. If it didn't kill me, it could have just made a whole lot of other complications. And that's just one example of like the treatment as far as medical goes in this department of corrections. How there's really no care at all. Like until you about to damn near dead or it's like fucked up beyond repair. They really ain't too quick to try to come and give you treatment. County I went
This
to.
is a call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Green. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
Actually doing their job because the treatment while I was here up at SCI Green, I wasn't receiving no medical treatment. And that's like the history throughout the DOC with plenty of people. For some people, it was too late by the time they discovered they had a serious problem. But that's really it. That's really it on that. But just always be mindful that for people that's inside, try to keep yourself as healthy as you can. Because even though as active as I am, it's obvious like shit like that can just pop up, and you don't want to really, if you can help it, put yourself in a position where you got to become dependent on these people who don't care about you, where you got to put your care in their hands.
So let me ask you a question. How does the treatment of you when it comes to your health, how does that affect you behaviorally? Like, how does that affect your mental health? Like, what kind of thoughts are put in your mind? You know what I mean?
In a lot of ways, it have very dependent on the individual. But with me personally, like at certain time when it's kind of like damn, like you don't like basically you like for example, all right, I'm gonna use it. I explained to a lady about this blood clot. She was asking me about these symptoms. This is why I was at Fragville after I came back from the hospital, and her she asked me what was wrong with my leg and all this. I'm like, yo, I got swelling and pain. The doctor said X, Y, and Z, and she cuts me off like, well, maybe you need to get out of prison, because I'm like, damn, why are you giving me this like attitude, like I created this cloud or something? Like I'm not making this up. It's obviously it's proven. So me personally, like it pisses me off because it just shows me like like something I already knew, but it's reconfirmed in these type of situations that these people really don't give a fuck if you live or die. Because to them, like whatever got you here, like you deserve whatever come with it. Like you lose your humanity in their eyes. So they don't really care about your treatment. And at times, when I was younger and a little more hot-headed, like that type of treatment caused me, I would act out, because I'm like, well, fuck it, like I'm not seeing the end. I'm just looking at it like these people don't give a fuck about me, so why should I care, right? But right now, I'm more conscious of certain things, and I feel better that at the end of the day, it gives me it motivates me. But now that I'm aware that this system's designed to break me mentally and physically. So if anything, how it affects me is just it's motivation. But now I'm doing everything I can to stay mentally and physically strong.
For sure. I hate that you're going through that. It's a lot of medical negligence that happens in prison that a lot of people aren't aware of. So you speaking out on it brings awareness to the situation. So definitely appreciate you for doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Tell the people how to reach out to you if they want to correspond with you.
So the same as always. If you're familiar with Connect Network, you can email me, add me as an email contact through there at www.connectnetwork.com. If you want to write me correspondence directly, you can write me through or Antoine Walker, ANTOINE WALKER. My numbers KG7791. Mail address is PO Box number 33028. City of St. Petersburg, Florida. Zip code 33733.